Let's discuss the one more problem and then we will be done with the chapter. So this is the figure and let's start with the question. In the given figure, PR is greater than PQ. So this PR is greater than PQ and PS is bisector of QPR. Prove that angle PSR is greater than angle PSR is greater than angle PSQ. So this is what we need to prove that. First of all, let's start with the given condition. That let's note down the given. So first we have condition related to side, that is PR is greater than PQ. That's the first condition. And PS bisects angle QPR. QPR, right? So PS is the bisector, means this angle and this angle both are what? Equal. So we can write that angle QPS is equal to angle RPS. These two angles are equal, right? So this is what is the given condition, and to prove, what we need to prove here is that angle PSR is greater than angle PSQ, right? This is the condition that we need to prove. Now if you see that PSR and PSQ both belong to these two different triangles, right? PQS and PSR. So what we are going to do, think about that. So what would I suggest is, first of all, let's get the relation between these two triangles, some relation that we can think of, right? One relation we can get from this side, PR and PQ, right? And can we get something from this two equal thing, right? Or maybe you can get the equal sides, right? If these two angles are equal, you can get QS is equal to SR. I don't think it will lead to somewhere, right? Because we are not talking about these sides in this case. So what I'm going to do, first of all, I'm going to take angle sum of both triangles and going to equate them. So let's start with the angle sum property. So angle sum property, right? So what we can write for the first triangle, let's say QPS or PQS, triangle PQS, then we can write, let's start with Q, PQS, then here let's take this angle. What is the value? What's the name of it? PSR, right? Generally, okay, let's say PSQ, that will also work out, angle PSQ plus last angle, this is QPS, angle QPS is equal to 180 degree, right? Sum of all three angles is what? 180 degree. Now let's write for the triangle PSR. So triangle PSR. So here we can write in the same manner. Let's start PRS, angle PRS plus angle, the second angle that we want to prove about, PSQ, PSR. Here PSR and R is done, S is done. So what's left here? RPS. Let's write angle RPS is equal to 180 degree, right? So we use the angle sum property for both the triangles. Now if we equate both of them on left hand side and right hand side, then let's see what do we get. So this equal to this, I can write it. Why? Because their value is equal, right? So let's equate both of them. So we are going to get here, let's write angle PQS plus angle PSQ plus angle QPS is equal to angle PRS plus angle PSR plus angle RPS, right? Now this condition we are going to use it, the first result. Now see over here, if these two angles are equal, that can be cancelled out on both of the sides, that QPS here and RPS here, right? So we have two results now. Let's write what we have it here. Angle PQS plus angle PSQ is equal to angle PRS plus angle PSR. Done. So far we use the first condition, right, where two angles are equal. Now let's use the second condition, PR greater than PQ. What can we write? What is the angle opposite to PR? Angle opposite to PR is what? PQR, right? Angle opposite to what? PQR. So we can write angle PQR is greater than, opposite to PQ is what? PRQ. Angle PRQ, right? This is the second condition. Now pay attention very well over here. Are we able to find this two angle in this relation? Think properly. PQR and PQS. See, it's confusing at a point, but both angles are same. That PQS or PQR, if either you extend the line or not, the angle is going to remain same only, right? So here this PQR is greater. See, done. And next is PRQ. Now we have here PRS. Similarly, we can think of PR, either it is S or Q, the angle is going to remain same. That is the smaller one, right? Now this is where we need to think very logically, right? Now observe, I'm taking here 10 is equal to 10. Let's take 10 is equal to 10. I have four quantities over here. So I'm dividing 10 into two parts, that is 7 plus 3. Done. And another I'm dividing as 4 plus 6. Right? Same you can write over here, that 7 plus 3 is equal to 4 plus 6. Right? So if one quantity in this side it is increasing, the second quantity is decreasing. Same will happen to this second quantity. Here it is decreasing, so in this side it will be increasing. So this is how we can write that these two angle, there is a relation between them, right? If this is increasing, this will decrease. So opposite to that, because total is going to remain 10 only, right? That we cannot change it. We cannot change the final value, but we can know the relation. This is bigger and this is smaller. So the relation between these two will be opposite. This will be the smaller and this will be the bigger. This is what we wanted to prove. So we can write from, let's say this is the result number 2, right? From 2, and this is the result number 3. So from 2 and 3 we can write that, let's say from 2 and 3 we can write whatever we wanted to prove, that this angle PSQ, angle PSQ is smaller than angle PSR, right? You can write in the reverse way, that is PSR here is greater than angle PSQ. This is what we wanted to prove. So let's recall what we did in this question. First of all, we started with the angle sum property. Angle sum property for this first triangle, then for the second triangle. Then we equated both of them because their value is 180. So this is equal to this, we can write it. And out of that, we use the second one condition related to angle, that PS is angle bisector, means these two angles will be equal. So those two angles can be cancelled out. Then PR is greater than PQ. So we can write the same relation in terms of opposite angles. So that's we have written over here. Now this is all about the logic. Remember, this is the very easy understanding, easy idea behind this. 7 plus 3 is equal to 4 plus 6, right? If this is bigger and this is smaller, so this relation will have these two quantities will have the reverse relation. This is bigger, so this is smaller, right? So PSQ should be smaller, right? And PRS should be what? Bigger. So this is what we got it. So this is how we did this question. Now what we learn in this chapter? First of all, we learn the basic idea of the triangle. We know very well different types of triangle, then concept of similarity and congruency. and we focus more on the congruency this year. So we learn about the few criteria to prove congruency, that is SSS, then SAS, ASA, AAS, and RHS. There were total 5 criteria. We discussed few problems based on that. Afterwards, we learned that angles opposite to equal sides are also equal, theorem, and we solved few questions based on that as well. Afterwards, we learned 2 theorems related to inequality of a triangle. First is a very basic, and maybe you were aware of it already, that sum of 2 sides of a triangle should be greater than the third one. And the next theorem that we discussed after in the context of the inequality was that side opposite to the larger angle is the longer one, and we discussed many problems based on the both of the theorem. So this is what we discussed in the chapter of the triangles.